Upon hearing of his loss, Tintin goes to his room, where he dreams about Chang surviving the crash. So what does he do? He flies to Tibet, of course, intent upon finding him. But to the player's dismay and mine, the game has another avoiding obstacles level. Seriously, why does this game consist of nothing but dodging things? If it was dodging enemy fire or something, then fair enough. But dodging men carrying wood, bells, bikes, cows and swinging things? It would be disappointing to see this kind of thing in any Mega Drive game. But in Tintin? As a Tintin fan, all I can say is that it hurts. And it hurts a lot.
You know, it's from this point that I have to stop and ask questions. Why, out of all the Tintin books made, was this one chosen to be adapted? Anyone who's read the book version will vouch for me when I tell you that there are no enemies whatsoever in it. So how can you make a platforming side-scroller that doesn't have any enemies? You can't! So why not make up a story that has combat, like Flight 714, The Black Island? Or what about even making a side-scroller based on the Moon Adventures? That would have been awesome! Or even better, why couldn't they make up their own game? Because they wouldn't be allowed? Well look, let me give you a word of advice. If you're going to make a game that you're not allowed to make up your own story of, and you're only allowed to adapt a story that has no enemies, do me a favour. Quit while you're behind!
Look, I'm not even going to try explaining this level because there's nothing to say. Except you talk to this person, you dodge things, you talk to that person, you dodge things. So let's talk about the next level. A storm is brewing, and Tintin is told that there is a Sherpa called Tharky who will take him to the site where Chang's plane crashed.
Now I know what you're already thinking. What do I have to dodge in this level?
Well, to be honest, there aren't that many obstacles in this level. In fact, to tell you the truth, I could actually class this level as being enjoyable. And I'm not joking. But as you go through, we come across this little girl on a platform who asks if you can help her to cross to the other side.
So what do you think? Should I save her? Nah.
Oh, of course I'm gonna help her. But there really is no point, because once you help her across, she tells you, "If you're looking for Darky, he lives at the end of the street." Which, if we recall, was exactly what that guy up there said not 5 minutes ago.
That's all she does? She doesn't give you anything? No health? No lives? Not even a time bonus? What the hell?
Anyway, when you reach the end of the stormy street, we meet Tharky, who agrees to take you to the crash site.
Now brace yourself for something both annoying and relieving. Here it comes.
The password! Oh, may heaven be praised. A password. But wait a minute. Where are my passwords from the previous levels? Well, apparently, in this game, you get a password after every 4 levels. And since it was such a struggle for me to get through those levels, who knows what the other 10 levels have in store?
Well, forget it. I'm not carrying on this game. It is by far one of the worst games I have ever played. It's not that it makes me angry or anything, because I'm not angry. I'm hurt. Tintin, one of the most popular comic book characters ever to exist, has been subjected to dodging people who walk, otherwise he'll get killed. Words can't describe how shocking this game is. You know, I really hope that one day James Rolfe sees this video, because I really want to see the angry video game nerd tear this game a new one. Do you know why? This game gets worse.
There's a level when you're running downhill and you have to keep to the left of these chortens or you'll die. You have this monotonous cave level which gives you only just enough time to beat the stage, and then there's also this cliff level where you have to control both Tintin and the captain at the same time. It is one of the most frustrating levels I have ever played in my entire life. Tintin in Tibet was the most famous book in the Tintin series, and you'd think that they'd try and make a game that could be enjoyed. I mean, it worked with the Smurfs, so why couldn't it work on Tintin?
I don't know, but all I can say is the Tintin game sucks. As for the Smurfs, well, we'll have a look at that next time. So now we're going to have a bit of a talk about Tintin. As I've said, it's my most favourite comic book series. So now we're going to have a look at what some of my friends have to say about it. So, we're going to ask my friend Gabrielle to start with.
So, what I like the most about Tintin? Well, first of all, the characters. I really like the characters because they are so different from each other. Also, I really like the fact that Tintin is for everyone on Earth. Children, teenagers, even old people, everyone can read Tintin. French people, English people, boys and girls, everyone can read Tintin, and that's very cool.
Well, thanks for that, Gab. It is true that Tintin is not targeted for young children, nor is it targeted for adults. You can read it at any age and still enjoy it. So that's an important fact you brought up. Now, yeah. D-Zilla, what do you have to say about Tintin?
To be honest, Mike, I only ever saw the cartoon series as a kid, but that was few and far between, and it was years and years ago. What were we talking about again?
You can't even remember the series. You can't remember the series. Well, what kind of help is that, D-Zilla? I mean, okay, mate, look, I've had one person tell me that she really likes it, and then one person tells me that he can't even remember what the hell he's talking about. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? No, this will just not do. I've got to find someone who can tell me just exactly what he thinks about it. Wait there. Right, you just stand over there, you look into the camera and you answer the question. Do you like The Adventures of Tintin? Yes, you do, don't you?
Well,
Yes?
think it's
Alright. Alright?
yeah, it's a
That's all you have to say?
yeah. Can I go home now?
Yeah, okay.
One more £10.
It's in the mail. Go on, bye. Go on, it's in the mail.
What about Coke?
You'll have to worry about it later.
I want it now.
You'll have to worry about it later!
Git.
I expect you're wondering why I just did that. Well, if you're curious enough to have a look at The Adventures of Tintin, you can go ahead. I mean, that's why I'd got these people on, just to so that they could give their opinions on what they thought it was about. But, if you're curious enough to play the game, all I could say is don't blame me. Because the game sucks. Well, that's that. Happy Easter. I've got to play some Smurfs.